They're trying to force themselves onto another person. They're not acting out of righteousness. You guys, this is Ashley for FD 1111 Ministries, home of tarot, Bible, and alchemy. Doing the right thing. What is doing the right thing? So is that doing something that somebody else wants me to do, that my parents wants me to do, that my teacher, that my partner wants me to do? I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing what man thinks that I should do. Righteousness. The word right is in there. Yes, doing the right thing. We have the left side, which is the ego, which is the conscious mind. And then we have the right side, which is the intuitive side, which represents being in flow with our intuition. The right path and going with righteousness would be on the intuitive side. I have here the tarot card of the High Priestess, which she does represent Shekhinah. Shekhinah is like the Holy Spirit. Altogether, the right pillar. She's intuitive. She's in flow. She receives the information from her higher self. Remember, this card represents the Holy Spirit. When it comes to righteousness, it's talking about being in the right mind. The right mind would be the intuitive mind. So when someone says, oh, you should be righteous or uphold to righteousness, though I'm going to mention some scriptures about righteousness, but to be in righteousness is to be in the intuitive side, to be in the right flow. The Holy Spirit is gentle. Shekhinah, with this card, represents the High Priestess. She's gentle. Look, she's seated down on her throne. She's not trying to force anybody to do anything. She's not trying to be a force. That would be the ego. So whenever someone's trying to force somebody, they're in the left brain. They're in the ego self. They're out of righteousness. On the other side, the person is acting out of the left brain too, because they want to do something to please another person. Whenever you're trying to do a people-pleasing type of thing, you're acting out of the left brain and not out of righteousness. So the Divine Spirit, the Holy Spirit, the Shekhinah, wants you to act out of righteousness, out of your personal intuition that is not going to inflict harm on another person. Through trial and error, with our relationships, that we learn what is right between us two or the group, and what is something that does not align with that righteousness within us. And that all comes to being true and right within yourself, aligning with your own personal righteousness, your own personal intuition. Now, as you go on your personal journey, your righteous journey on your right path, that the layers and layers of social conditioning, societal conditioning, and family conditioning, all that stuff will be peeled away, and you will find more and more of who you are. This is not talking about someone that says, well, I'm channeling some type of energy or spirit, so let me go out here and go mass kill some people. This is in the ego. Remember, I said that the ego is the action. The ego is the one that's going out here trying to seek some type of validation from others and even for themselves. Like when a person is in their ego, they will go out and they will slander somebody. They will go out and go persecute or like attack other people. They will go out and go to appease the desires of the flesh. They will go out and they'll go harm somebody bodily. This is what all those religious crusades were about. And they will try to mask it as being something from the Shekhinah, something from the Holy Spirit, but it was from the ego, intruding on somebody else or causing somebody else bodily or physical harm, trying to put your opinion on other people. Gossip is also another, that's a whole nother topic right there, where you are taking other people, their energy, and slandering their energy, using your tongue, which has life and death in it, to slay somebody. Intuitively, we are all born with a moral compass, that we know what is inherently right, that we can see that their reactions as we learn throughout childhood, even if no one even says anything, that we can tell that if something is done to us and then we do it to somebody else, how the way it feels and how the way they react about being in righteous path, in the right path. Narrow is the way to righteousness. It's narrow, the middle path. This is the middle path. She sits on the middle path. It's about being balanced. And as you continue to go on your right path, you will become the merge, the alchemical marriage, where your conscious mind will blend in with the subconscious, and you guys are completely in harmony, in tandem. She represents being in tandem with your conscious and subconscious mind. And that's where you will live in harmony within yourself. And this is the point in which a person can sit back in any face of anything and still be cool, still be chill, still know who they are. And this is the great work being played out. Video thumbs up, share if you care to do so, subscribe if you haven't. And if you're interested in joining the Patreon ministry over there, for as little as $1.11 a month, you can have access to the other information I provide over there. The Ascended Bible guidance cards are also listed down below. And I thank you guys so much, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace. So anyway, if any of you guys have any kind, if anybody has